Welcome to Duncan DIY. This will be our first video for the YouTube blog. Today's video I'm going to show you how to change the brake pads on a Nissan Livina. The tools you're going to need is a garage jack, axle stands, a big flat screwdriver, a 14mm socket, a ratchet, as well as a power bar. So let's get started. The car's on the ground, the handbrake is up, the car's parked in gear. Let's start with loosening the wheel nuts. Once the wheel nuts are loose, let's get the car up in the air. Always remember to support the car with an axle stand. And let the axle stand take the weight of the car. Alright, let's get this wheel off. Alright, take the wheel off, put it aside. Right, with the wheel off, you've got ample space to get to the brake caliper. Take your flat screwdriver, stick it in between the old pad and the caliper so that you can pull it to allow for the skin. This makes it easier when you fit in your new brake pads. Just take your 14mm socket with your power bar and loosen the two nuts that hold this in place. They are generally quite tight and just need a bit of a wiggle first. There we go. With them loose, move over to your ratchet. Makes it easier to undo the nuts, the bolts. Take them out, keep them aside. What I like to do is I take a bungee cord, I clip it onto the spring, I then take the brake caliper off, thread it through, and I then hold it up. It just takes the weight off the brake line. Now we pop out the old brake pads. And then we insert the new ones. Unclip the caliper, slide it back over the brakes. Make sure you don't damage these little rubber covers here. Then the bolts that hold the caliper in, I always like to give it a wipe, just so that all the gunk is off and that the calipers can operate properly. Grease onto the thread here. Feed it back in. The next one. Ratchet. Get these bolts done up. Nice and tight. And give the brakes a pump. Just make sure again, we pump the brakes. Yep. Perfect. Position the wheel again, put it back on. When you tighten up the wheel nuts, make sure you do it evenly, so opposite one another, so the wheel goes back on square. Give it a nip. Then we get the car back onto the ground and we tighten them up properly.